Here be two giant houses that have etho doors. Except turns out this isn't actually an etho door. So yeah, it's my mistaken understanding. I'm leaving my videos as are because it's kind of an etho door. This is kind of the spirit of one. But an actual one has a hole in the middle for you to throw an ender pearl through. So, etho door. So the reason why I've done a stair in the middle is because then it's cave spider proof. And you want to put some kind of light source in the middle, or at least around the outside, to stop mob spawning in this middle bit here. But if we flick this lever, it opens up, and if we flick it off, it closes. So how do we build this? Resource wise, you're going to need 18 sticky pistons, 3 target blocks, a slab, 4 node blocks, 3 observers, 16 redstone, 4 repeaters, redstone torch, some stairs for the middle bit, bunch of blocks to the outside, and bunch of blocks to put the redstone stuff on. So in terms of size, you got this 3x7 area and it's 8 blocks high. And the floor is 1 block off the floor. I need to figure out a better way of saying that. So anyway, you do a piston here and here with blocks on top of them. Then we do a node block next to each of these and blocks above those. Then on the left of that, we do some blocks with redstone on to power them. And that's because these pistons get powered diagonally by these blocks getting powered. Because the node block going off makes them realise they're powered. Weird mechanic, but they get powered. Moving to the side, above this redstone here, we have 3 repeaters, aiming sideways at the door, and another 3 like this. Then we also copy this on the other side. So we have a 3x3 area in the middle, we go 2 blocks across, and then we do 3 pistons, sorry. Aiming there, with blocks in front of them. So to power these, we do a node block at the top, and that has redstone on it that will power the pistons, but we do an observer coming down from that. And that goes into a block, and that will power the bottom pistons, and the node block with stuff on top of it will power the 2 top pistons. And that's the same on the other side. So now we can fill in these blocks in the wall here. And then we'll put our ceiling in. So the ceiling, we'll do 3 blocks on each side. But then in this bit, we'll go 2 blocks up because we need a piston aiming down. Then we need 2 pistons aiming down in the middle. And then a piston aiming down in the front. And then those are blocks under them. So our input is 1 block from the top. And it's a block. And we also have 1 on the other side. And those go into a block with a redstone torch on it. And then we have repeaters on either side. And that's because the door is on by default, so you press a button, it opens temporarily so you can walk through and then closes. You could also hook it up to a pressure plate. The main thing is you turn this torch off to open it. So we're going to do some weird things, and that's just to make everything go off as fast as possible. So if we're at the front, go to the back, there's a target block above the back piston, and then there's also a target block next to it. So redstone on that target block, then 1 diagonally down, then 2 going to the node block. At the front we have a node block, so sorry, there's 5 of them, not 4. And that has a block and another block, and then there's redstone. And a 2-tick repeater going into it, that's just to delay this top piston. And then next to the target block redstone, we do a block with redstone. And that's so the first thing that turns off is this middle piston, and 1 of the side pistons, and then we power this piston here to push these stairs down 1 block further, and this side piston here. So this middle block, sorry, should be the stairs, and then you need to aim sideways, so you've got a gap to throw your ender pearl through. If we turn this off by turning the torch off, we'll actually see that the stairs still hang down 1 block, and that's because we need to set this piston off again here. So we do that with an observer on the other side coming out of this node block. That goes into a block. Underneath we have a slab, and then redstone on both those, and this is a slab, so it doesn't power this piston with weird mechanics. So you do that to do the final piston pull, but the redstone isn't actually aiming at this piston yet, so to make it aim at it, we do a target block next to that redstone. Finally, to power these back pistons here, From this target block that the redstone goes into, we do a block on the other side with a repeater. That goes into a block with redstone. Then we do a block on top of the pistons with redstone and redstone on top of the note block, and now it will all power. So if we put our stair back in place and then turn it closed, everything's gone in, and if we flick the lever again, everything goes away. So your wall goes around it like this, so where the pistons are extended, and then we have our floor in the front like this, and then this top left where the repeater is, that's where the input block is. Now if you want it to stay open a bit longer with a button, use a wooden button, because that stays on a bit longer. So that opens the door, closes behind us. Again, you'd just have your wall around it like this. Then you'd also probably want a block on the other side for your ender pearl to hit if you choose to ender pearl through it. So we can either use the button or we can ender pearl like this. Now we're on the other side, and our button would be here next to the repeater with the wall around it. And there you go, there's your actual Etho door. Alright, I've been Idendied, I'll see you in the next one.